if you can't be fearless. Doing it afraid is just as brave. And next, through all that is missing, may you trust that you are still worthy of love. You are still worthy of being known, and no matter, and seen, no matter who made you feel you were not enough. Through all that is missing, may you trust that you are still worthy of love. 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 Love. You are still worthy of being seen and being known. No matter who made you feel you are not enough, because you are enough, and you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. No matter the successes of those around you, you will still bloom the way you are meant to. No matter the successes of those around you, you will still bloom the way you are meant to. Though you feel you have failed, you have not reached the end. You have not reached the end. There is still time to breathe deep and believe you are free to start again. Though you feel you have failed, you have not reached the end. And there is still time to breathe. To breathe. Just remember to breathe. And believe you are free to start again. Even in the slower seasons, my life has meaning and value and purpose. Even in the slower seasons, my life, your life, has meaning, has value, has purpose. Even in the slower seasons of life, your life has meaning. Your life has meaning, value, and purpose. You are not a burden. You are not a burden. You are not a burden. This one's a tough one. This one gets to me. You are not a burden for having burdens that you are learning to lay down. I didn't expect it to hit that hard, but the are not a failure for not having reached the heights you thought you'd reach by now. You are not a burden for having burdens that you are learning to lay down. And you are not a failure for not having reached the heights that you thought you'd reach by now. It doesn't make you a failure, and it doesn't make you a burden. You are not a burden. You are not a burden. And you are not a failure. You are not a burden. You are not a failure. You are loved. And no matter what ends up coming of this, you will still be worthy of love. No matter what ends up coming of this, you will still be worthy of love. No matter what ends up coming of this, you will still be worthy of love. No matter what ends up coming of this, you will still be worthy of love. Of love. Of love. Of love. You will still be worthy. 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 You will still be worthy of love. You will still be worthy of love. I hope you notice you are thriving in the most subtle ways, on the most ordinary days, when it seems like nothing's changed. I hope you know that you are thriving. You are thriving on the most ordinary days, in the most subtle ways, when it seems like nothing's changed. You are thriving. I hope you know you are thriving. You are free to be proud of what you are creating, even when it's a work in progress. You are proud. You are proud. You are free to be proud of what you are creating, even if it is a work in progress. You are free. I always want to say you are proud, but you can be proud of what you are creating, even when it's a work in progress. So, those were all of the affirmations from Harper, Nichols. Now I'm going to go into some little gems that I found in a couple School of Life videos. Okay, so I had a quick water break, and now I have my little cards from the School of Life. Well, cards that I wrote. And just so you know, the School of Life tends to be a lot more blunt with the way it gives comfort, in a sense. So, if you normally don't feel comfortable with affirmations, kind of like me, this might be up your alley. But again, I'll have all the timestamps below, so feel free to skip. So, these are from different videos, and I think this one was dealing with failure. How on earth were you to know? How on that we don't deserve to live or to be loved. Failure can be a mistake, can be a mishap, and not a sign that we don't deserve to live or that we don't deserve love. Failure is the norm. Imagine if every time someone failed, the world treated them like you often treat yourself, which is to bash yourself and think that you don't deserve to live or you don't deserve to be loved, or not even loved to the same level, but you do. You do deserve love, because failure can be a mishap and failure can be a mistake, and not a sign that you don't deserve to live or don't deserve love. None of us are beyond regular encounters with total stupidity. None of us are beyond regular encounters with total stupidity. None of us. So, accept your idiocy with grace. Accept your idiocy with grace. Accept it with grace. And know that it doesn't mean that you don't deserve to live or don't deserve love. Okay? So hopefully that sets the tone for the rest of these. Never lose sight of your own ridiculousness. Never lose sight of your own ridiculousness. Never lose sight of your own ridiculousness. We aren't uniquely awful. We just know ourselves unusually well. We aren't uniquely awful. You aren't uniquely awful. You just know yourself unusually well. But you aren't uniquely awful. You just know yourself unusually well. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. A break, okay? Just give yourself a break. A break. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. A break. A break. A break. A break. Give yourself a break. You aren't uniquely awful. You just know yourself unusually well. So, give yourself a break, okay? Please, give yourself a break. You are worthy of affection, even if you fail. You are worthy of affection, even if you fail. Okay? I know I mentioned it earlier, but you are worthy. You are worthy of affection. Of affection. Affection. Even if you fail. You are worthy of affection, even if you fail. Okay? Something that can help is that you focus on the voices of those who love you, regardless of achievement and success. Focus on the voices of those who love you, voices. And what I mean is that during our childhoods, we may have internalized some of the things people would say to us, or the tone others took around us. Not necessarily to us, but there were many voices and many people that may have been a big influence on you growing up, and a lot of the times their voices become our inner voices. And for some of us, it can serve us well, some of those voices, and others can no longer be serving us well. Sometimes those extreme voices have just been taken out of context from when we were younger, and so it is good to start trying to replace our inner voices with the voices of those whom you surround yourself with now, or particularly those who love you regardless of achievement and success, and make those become your inner voices, because it's a lot of work, but you have the choice to internalize the voices of those who love you regardless of achievement or success, and the voices of those who are kinder to you, because you should be kind to yourself. So these are a few about being kind to yourself, and some ways that can help you be a little kinder, or remind yourself that the task was very hard. The task was very hard. And there's nothing remotely normal about what we've tried to achieve. There's nothing remotely normal about what we've tried to achieve. We've failed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're fools. We've failed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're fools. We weren't properly equipped by our histories. It isn't wholly our fault in the here and now. We weren't properly equipped by our histories, and it isn't wholly our fault in the here and now. Failure isn't unique. Failure isn't unique. Failure isn't unique. Your whole worth is not dependent on external things. You're not only your achievements. Your whole worth is not dependent on external things. You're not only your achievements. This too shall pass. Reduce your expectations to zero. many days we are taking it at a time. 1, and don't try to say 5 because it's my whole hand. Just 1. Okay? 1 day at a time. And this one's interesting. The disaster we fear is going to unfold is already behind us. Instead of feeling worried for our future selves, we can be compassionate toward our past selves. And I think what this was basically saying is that we're kind of associating the, I don't want to say trauma necessarily, but the feelings associated with a similar event that we feel is coming in the future, but is actually us replaying that moment that has already happened in the past. So I guess if you took a test and you didn't do so well on it, and the teacher reprimanded you in front of the whole classroom, and said some mean things about you and said you would never amount to anything or something horrible, every time we'd go to take a test, maybe we'd be really afraid of experiencing that failure again. And so it makes the situation a lot harder to be able to succeed when you already are feeling all of the emotions that you did in the past when you failed that one time. So I think it's like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the disaster we fear is going to unfold is already behind us. Instead of feeling worried for our future selves, we can be compassionate toward our past selves. So if you're afraid of being judged for an interview or something, I recently had one and that was very scary. I guess think back in the past when you were judged before, even though you were probably a good kid who didn't deserve that kind of judgment. And yeah, instead of feeling worried for your future self, be compassionate toward your past self. Okay? I think that might be a healthier emotion to express. And I believe that those were all of the School of Life cards that I managed to make from listening to their videos. So now I'm going to use some of the quotes and affirmations that you all so kindly sent me. Okay, so I notice I've been getting really red on this cheek, so we're just going to cover her up. This one's pretty red too, but I don't know, I guess positive affirmation videos make me nervous. I think it's the level of intimacy because I really want, I really want to be as genuine as I can be. Because I really feel like I'm talking to you. And I guess that's also pretty intimate, so it makes me nervous. But yeah, that's probably why. You are safe. 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 And you are loved. You are safe. And you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You are safe. And you are loved. I know that can be hard to believe. It can be difficult, especially around the holidays, where people are getting together with friends and family and chosen family. And sometimes some of those groups may not make you feel safe or make you feel truly accepted and loved. But here, right now, you are safe and you are loved. Okay? You are safe and you are loved. You are safe and you are loved. You are safe and you are loved. Okay? You are safe and you are loved. You are safe and you are loved. You are more than enough. You are more than enough. More than enough. More than enough. More than enough. You are more than enough. You are more than enough. You are more than enough. More than enough. You are more than enough. You got this. And I've got to scratch my nose. But you got this. You got this. Just keep breathing. Okay? Remember to breathe. Just keep breathing. Because you got this. And remember, if I can remember, but what I'm trying to say is, failure is the norm, and that you will be loved no matter what happens. No matter what comes of this, you will be loved. So, you got this. Just breathe. Just remember to breathe. You don't need to be perfect to succeed. You don't need to be perfect to succeed. Trying is enough. Trying is enough. And you don't need to be perfect to succeed. Trying is enough. Trying is enough. Trying can be very trying. It can be very difficult, but it's okay. You got this. Okay? Trying is enough, and you do not have to be perfect to succeed. Success is what you make it. Just trying and just putting in the effort and putting yourself out there. It's success. Okay? Trying is enough. You don't have to be perfect to succeed. feel matters. How you feel matters. How you feel matters. How you feel matters. How you feel matters. And on that note, literally, putting your well-being first does not make you a bad person. Putting your well-being first does not make you a bad person. Putting your well-being first does not make you a bad person. Putting your well-being first doesn't make you, does not make you, does not make you a bad person. It does not. If you feel you have to lie to some people, say around Thanksgiving, lie to them about your career choices or your relationship status or your sexuality, if you have to lie to certain people to feel comfortable, to feel emotionally and physically safe and well, that doesn't make you a bad person. Prioritizing your well-being is normal, is healthy, and it doesn't make you a bad person. So, definitely put your well-being at the top of your priority list. It doesn't make you a bad person, okay? It doesn't make you a bad person. And particularly the part about Thanksgiving and how you have to sometimes hide the truth from family members. That was a post on Instagram. I think I saw it first on Hope ASMR Instagram channel. So I'll link that below as well. It's kind of a mix of someone's suggestion and that what I saw today, because it couldn't be more true. And the holidays are a stressful time for a lot of people. And I just want to acknowledge that you can put yourself first and put your health, your physical, emotional, spiritual well-being on the top of your priority list, okay? Okay. You're not a bad person for that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we have some affirmations that I asked a while ago, I think probably 5 months ago or more, on Instagram, and I am finally getting around to them. So I'm going to start with some that they may be repeats, but focus on me. Shh, shh, shh. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it right now. Just focus on me. Okay. You're doing really well, honestly, so yeah. Don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about that right now. You're just focusing on me. You focus on me. Okay. Good. Just focus on me. Focus. You can focus on this eye. You can focus on this eye. You can focus right here. Just focus on me, okay? Okay. And if you like kind of focus, if that helps you, I know Slight Sounds ASMR has a whole video on it, and it's beautiful, so if you want to keep this kind of focus, I'll link that below too, okay? So, I am going to move on so you can close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. You don't have to focus on me anymore. Just close your eyes. Close, 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 close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay. Okay. I love myself. I believe in myself. And I support myself. I love myself. I believe in myself. I support myself. That's for you to say to yourself. That's something you feel comfortable doing. I love myself. I believe in myself. And I support myself. I support myself. Your decisions and reasons in life are valid. Don't feel pressure to explain yourself. Your decisions and reasons in life are valid. Don't feel pressure to explain yourself, because your decisions and reasons in life are valid. They are valid. You are valid. You are valid. Your decisions, your reasons in life are also valid. You are valid. And don't feel pressure to explain yourself. Don't feel pressure. You are valid. Your decisions and reasons in life are valid. Your decisions and reasons in life are valid. affirmations saying that you are valid and that you are not a burden and that your decisions are valid, that everything will be okay. Sometimes it's hard to believe all of that in the thick of the moment, but they are true, and it can be hard for me to believe it too, because a lot of things